So earlier this week, or last week, whenever this video comes out, James Gunn revealed that the sequel to his Superman movie Man of Tomorrow will be coming out on July 9th, 2027. This was like the official announcement of the sequel. There were definitely talks that he was writing a script for the sequel, but this is essentially like the confirmation of like, hey, we're gonna get a sequel to Superman. Even in that case, it's a little weird of whether or not this is gonna be a sequel, because Gunn himself has said this isn't exactly going to be a Superman 2. I think this should just be a Superman sequel, but people have speculated because of him saying that this is going to be more or less a Superman Lex Luthor team up, possibly against Lex Luthor, and I can definitely see that. If anything, I feel like it will be like a kind of, I guess the best way I could describe it is like a buddy cop movie where both of these guys don't want to partner up with the other. In a way, like I can imagine that being the case. Also, I love that he announced the movie essentially with actual comic book art by Jim Lee, and this is a similar thing that was done by David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult, who also shared the announcement with artworks of Superman and Lex Luthor in the power suit. Now, these are obviously like very different versions, like all three of these kind of. Now, personally, I am never a big Lex Luthor power suit guy. In my opinion, I like the fact that Lex Luthor is just a dude, but also, you know, I'm kind of excited the first time we'll ever see like a live action Lex Luthor power suit. I'm for it, or at least like in a movie. Maybe it showed up in Superman and Lois, I don't know. Maybe in like the Supergirl show, but I think it's pretty cool. And these two pieces of art, this one is from Jorge Jimenez, who is doing excellent work on Batman right now, and this one is from Mitch Gerrits. And these are like the official posts as well. Just sweet. Love it. And there has been some funny stuff to come out of this. I know like Simul, how do you pronounce his name? The guy who played Shang-Chi in the MCU, he was a little petty about this announcement because like, oh, it was like, you know, we have an announcement for a sequel that's going to be like 2 years from now, like only like a couple months after the first movie came out. That's pretty cool. And, you know, like Shang-Chi is an amazing movie. I love it. The fact that it doesn't have a like certified sequel already is lame. And so like I definitely like feel his pain a bit of being like, man, why is my sequel not out yet? Oh shit, I have not been showing the screen. We're not redoing this. Fuck it, we're gonna keep moving.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Okay, here are the artworks that I was talking about. Here's the Jim Lee one, the Jorge Jimenez one, and the Mitch Gerrits one. This is it. We're not restarting the video. Fuck that. Alright. But here, in my opinion, I could definitely see this being more of a three-way battle, because a lot of people are speculating that Lex and Superman are going to team up to take on Brainiac, and I can definitely see that being the case. But if anything, I could honestly see it just being a Superman, Lex, just them two going at it. Just Lex has a different plan now. He's embraced more of the villain role instead of trying to make himself seem credible. But if Brainiac is involved, I feel like it's going to be like a three-way fight. Like, I do like the idea of the Man of Tomorrow title being more about like the ideology of each man involved. Like Lex trying to bring his version of tomorrow his own way, and Superman trying to do it his way. And if you throw Brainiac in there too, you can also create a similar dynamic there. I'm interested to see where they go with this, definitely, because I mean, I've loved the fucking Superman movie. It's so great. So I definitely trust James Gunn to do whatever he wants with Superman going into the future with his movies. I am curious though, because like, I feel like the way that Nicholas Hoult portrays Lex and the way that they portray him in the movie, I don't think you should do anything close to a redemption arc. And I don't think they will, in all honesty. Now, that being said, it's not below James for him to try to make villains seem redeemable. This is the guy who worked on Guardians of the Galaxy, where you have like the whole Nebula story going on there, and Suicide Squad, which is about like a whole team of bad guys. Like, it's not below him to try to make a bad person come off as redeemable or good in some sense. But I feel like with how Lex was portrayed in the first movie, I hope and I do believe that they are still going to keep that accurate. They're still going to keep that consistent. I feel like it's going to be a very reluctant team up, where it's just like Lex is like, I don't want you to win. Like, I don't like you, Superman. Like, I don't want you to win. But like, I rather you lose to me then to this Brainiac guy or whoever like the big bad is that they gotta team up to take on. And then like maybe afterwards they, punch each other up a bit. Or maybe Lex escapes and he's like, I'm gonna go start the Legion of Doom or something. And then that's where we get like a build up to the Justice League. Like that's what I would more or less want. Is like you keep this person a bad person while also doing a team up if that's the way you're gonna do it. But it's gonna be interesting. There's also been news that like Peacemaker will also be in this movie. Again, I feel like it would be more or less like the cameo that he had in Superman. Like maybe he'll just show up randomly, like just for a few seconds. But also Supergirl is said to be a part of this movie. Now that I believe she will probably have a bigger role, especially if you're going Brainiac with it. Like I could definitely see them like post credits. Like the Supergirl movie, they reveal Brainiac, and then that's like the setup for Man of Tomorrow. And if that's the case, then like, yeah, it makes sense why Supergirl would play a bigger part into that. If anything, I could definitely see them doing it where Kandor is introduced that way. Maybe that's how like we get the Bottle City of Kandor in the DCU, is that after Superman beats Brainiac, he decides to keep the city of Kandor, being like, one day I'm going to try to find a way to make you guys big again or find you a suitable home. So yeah, I'm definitely interested. I'm definitely excited. I wasn't able to see Superman the opening week, the opening weekend or when it was in theaters. So I had to see it on digital and it was great. I didn't have a great time my first viewing though, but that was due to I had to watch it through fucking YouTube after I presaged it, because for some reason Roku won't let you do like Google Play Movies or whatever, and I had like volume troubles, so I wasn't able to listen to a good chunk of the dialogue just because like I didn't want to like set my TV up too high for the volume, but like for my other TV it worked fine. I don't know, it was weird. It has nothing to do with the sequel announcement, so I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but I loved it. I saw it recently. It lived up to the hype. It definitely did. It's one of my favorite movies, probably like in terms of superhero movies at the very least, of all time, probably in the top 10. Not sure if top 5, not in the top 3, I would say, but it's definitely a great movie in my opinion, and I would love to see more of it. So even though like we don't have a lot to go off of just based on this, it's also speculation. It definitely makes me excited for the future. And again, I just think it's super cool that they actually used like comic book artists to advertise this. Like just Man of Tomorrow, boom, Jim Lee, Jorge Jimenez, Mitch Gerads. Just this is how you should do it. Like this is a great way. And we saw that with like when James Gunn first introduced the DCU, when he was recommending comics for people to buy when it comes to like the DCU projects that he was gonna base them off of, being like, here's the source material that we're gonna use for these projects. You can tell that Gunn is a comic book nerd, a comic book fan that wants the medium to be better, even like through little ways like this. I just love it. I really appreciate it. It's nice to know that someone who actually like loves comic books is in charge of like a comic book movie studio. Hello everyone, thank you for watching today's video. If you would like to see other videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe down below. If you would like to see me talk about more political stuff, then you can check out my main channel, Fruity Soar. And if you would like to see me play video games, I have a channel called Fruity Soar Gaming where you can check out those videos there. Anyways, that's all I have for today, and I'll see you all next time.